Hey, this is Guy Unger. I'm going to do a short tutorial on Stevie Vaughn's Pride and Joy. A couple of things real quick to start it off with. The original tune's down a half step, tuned down a half step. And also, of course, Stevie plays it on the Strat with some Dumble amps and whatnot. And we don't have that right now. So we're just going to run with the old EVH here, Wolfgang, and have some fun with it. We're also standard tune. So if you want to play through the original recording, make sure you tune down. I'll play it on here slowly so you can get all the parts. And the most important thing about this is really the vibe and the groove. This is blues. It's not classical music. Different thing. I play all of it. I love it all. I love them all. I love all these styles for different reasons. But this is more about vibe in the moment. And so you'll never see a blues tune played the same way twice, and that's kind of the magic of it. It's all about the live moment. So without further ado, let's break it down, okay? All right, so to start off with, we're gonna start with the second string, 3rd fret. We're gonna take this D note and slide it up to an E. But when we do it, we're also gonna play the open 1st string, the high E, together, so you get the 2 E's eventually with a nice little ring to it. So. And you're going to do that with the triplet feel, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's kind of the vibe of that shuffle rhythm, that that blues, especially Texas blues stuff. All right. So the next little part, we're going to move up to the 7th fret on the 1st string and the 8th fret on the 2nd string. We're going to play those together. We're going to give it a good little shake. A little bit of vibrato on that 2nd string with it too. So that's basically what he's doing in the intro to start it off with. All right, so after that, all right, so we've got this 2nd fret note here on the 3rd string, which is an A. We're going to bend this note up. All right, so, and then we're going to play the open G afterwards. So bend, release, and then open. So. Then the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then open 4th string. So. All right, so all of this is based on an E minor pentatonic scale. So we're going to use the open strings for, like, if you were playing it up in regular position here, like if you were an A. So those of you who are familiar with that, which most of us are. If not, don't feel bad. You got to start somewhere, so it's all good. All right, so here we go. So using what would be your 1st finger here as the open string, we're not going to do that. So we're just going to kind of move it up. So it's open 6th, 3rd fret on the 6th, open 5th, 2nd fret on the 5th, open 4th, 2nd fret on the 4th, open 3rd, 2nd fret on the 3rd, open 2nd, 3rd fret on the 2nd, open 1st, 2nd fret, or sorry, 3rd fret on the 1st. All right, so that's our basic open position part. There's also a 2nd box to this that they tend to play out of. It's still the notes of the E minor pentatonic scale in open position, just in a different place. It's just rearranged. So you can play the same notes all over the place. So just like we did this E here, and the 5th fret and the 1st string's open. The cool thing about the guitar is that those notes are all over the place, and you can rearrange them to, you know, to do all kinds of really cool stuff. So we've got the 3rd fret and the 5th fret on the 6th string, the 2nd fret and the 5th fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret and 5th fret on the 4th string, the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret on the 3rd string, and then we have the 3rd fret and the 5th fret on the 2nd string, and then the 3rd fret and the 5th fret on the 1st string. So that's the scales that they're working out of. They mostly work out of this little piece here. All right, so we get all of those notes. So just like I'm going, I can go. Right? But here I get an extra note. So that's why you arrange it that way. So anyways, so That's where that comes from. Now, after we've done that, we get into this next section where it's got this really cool little bass line thing going on. The cool thing with blues is that a lot of times in a major key, which is kind of an E major, some E major blues, this has a minor third and a major third thing going on. So we're going to play the G and the G sharp. In E, you're going to see those two notes together a lot in blues stuff. You're going to see them all over the place. So you'll see that there. Here, we're going to have it, the Beatles, you know, all the Day Tripper, all of those riffs like that. You're going to play the open 6th string. You're going to play the 3rd fret on the 6th string, hammer on to the 4th fret of the 6th string. Then we're going to play the 2nd fret on the 5th. We're going to play the 4th fret on the 5th. We're going to play the 2nd fret on the 4th. So far we've got this. Now, once we've done that, we're going to come back down to the 6th string 3rd fret and hammer on from 3 to 4 and back to the 2nd fret on the 5th string. And that completes what you're going to play in this bass line. In between this, we've got to add some interesting stuff. So to get this shuffle feel going on, he's got this kind of thing going on. So the scrape, and it's kind of like sometimes open strings, what he's playing. So it's kind of like back and forth between the two. So in between the bass notes, he's going to play that. Then we have the hardest part of this whole line, where we're going to play the 3rd fret and we're going to hammer on, but as we hammer on, we're going to do both things at the same time. All right, so, all right, and then we just add the other notes. 2nd fret here on the 5th string, and then up, play the 4th fret, and then the open strings, upstroke, 2nd fret, and then we come back down to that same 3rd fret, and we're going to do the same thing again, where we pick it on the 3rd fret, as we hammer onto the 4th, play the open strings. It's really not so much open strings as it is muting, kind of muting. So let your left hand kind of dampen the strings. So it's kind of open and then you quickly dampen. All right, and then we've got this little A chord piece, open strings, E chord. So that's kind of the theme of what's going on here. So once you get that, you're going to do that twice to give us the 4 bars of our 12-bar blues in E. Now, instead of on the second time when we do the A and then open strings, we're not going to come back down to E, we're going to come right back down on A. And then we're going to do everything that we just did here baseline wise on the E, we're going to move it up and do it on A. So it's the open A, 3rd fret on A, and then hammer on to the 4th fret, 2nd fret on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, back to the 5th string, 3rd fret, hammer on, 2nd fret on the 4th string. So that. And then, of course, the little upstroke stuff in there between. And then we do our A again, open strings, back to our E. We're going to do this one more time on the E. Back to E, this time without the A and open. Leads us to the cool next lick. Check this out. All right, so here's the cool little lick again at the end. And again, it's all based on this open blues, E blues scale. And then of course this little piece, especially this piece right here from the third string up, 2, 4, 3, 5, 3, 5. B.B. King made a huge part of his career based on that right there. So it's not really all the technical stuff. He made all that work really, really well, and Stevie's doing the same thing here. So here's what we got. Here's the lick. We're going to start on the third string, second fret, and slide up to the fourth. And then we're going to play the third fret on the second string. I recommend doing this with your second finger on the third string, so that sets your first finger up on the second string. So he's going. So let's get the last part of that. So we got this 1, 2, 3, and after the third one, we're going to go backwards. We're going to go from the fourth fret to the second fret to the open third string. So, and then the fourth string, second fret to the open fourth string. All right, now we're going to get into this use of chromatic notes, so just notes in between. Now the blues scale has that as well, and that's really what he's basing this on. So the blues scale would be E, minor pentatonic, but instead of just only doing open fifth and second fret, we're going to add the first fret, which is the flat 5. All right, that's the technical jargon. It's also called the tritone. But it sounds really cool in context, so really bluesy. So, and then continuing on, then we can add that flat 5 here on the third string. So, all right, so we're going to get into all of that. So that sounds really, really super cool and bluesy. So we've got this so far. Now we're going to walk up. We're going to add a chromatic note on the fourth string as well, which is not really the blues scale, but it's just a cool little walk up. All right, so open on the fourth string, first fret on the fourth string, second fret on the fourth string. So. So you pick the open fourth string again, open 1, 2, open fourth again. Now we're going to come to the fifth string and walk down from the second fret chromatically. So. Now we're going to finally get to the open fifth string, and we're going to do a little hammer on a pull off with this flat 5, this blues note, this tritone. So. And then we're going to come to the sixth string, third fret, that G. Open fifth string, A again, back to the G on the third fret, sixth string. All right, and then we get to the second fret on the fourth string, which is E. And then we're going to go down an octave to the low E, open string. So. All right, so far this is what we have. All right, then we're going to finish it off with this other, where we were sliding up before individually. We're going to do it as one little shape. So we got, here's how this last part goes. The two notes are moving up together. So we do the notes together. second fret on the third string, pull off to the open third string. Then we're going to play the second fret on the fourth string. And then we're going to play this E. Down, up. And then we're going to play the open fifth string, walk up to the first fret, to the second fret, which is your typical walk up at the end of a blues to the 5 chord. And then we're going to play a B dominant 7 chord. And that is the second fret on the fifth string, first fret on the fourth string, second fret on the third string, open second string, second fret on the first string. So that whole ending part. So there's your intro to it, and I hope you enjoy this. Please like and subscribe. I can really use the help. I'm trying to grow this channel to, I've been teaching since 1996. I've been playing since the 80s. I love teaching, I love playing, and I really want to grow this channel I teach at a high school. I've got my own place that I teach at privately, and I'd like to try to help out a lot of students that don't have equipment and can't afford instruments. So if I can grow this channel, my goal is to get this to where some of the proceeds and donations that I can get from doing this to help get some instruments to some kids and possibly some adults as well that can't necessarily afford it. But music's so cool, it's so fun. I've been lucky and blessed to be able to do it as long as I've been doing it and make a living at it. So I really love sharing that. So if you can help me do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. So like, subscribe, and give me comments about things that you guys would want to see. Thanks so much, and I will see you on the next one.